So, match number 2 of the evening would see some tag team action as the Kings of the Ring, Essex Rescue favourites Sullivan King and Richie would take on Gary and Stephen, the Flying Scotsmen. Now, the Kings of the Ring would attack before the bell, but, you know, it didn't last long. Richie got fired into a table. Yeah, and eventually the match would move outside into the fans, and I don't know if you've seen the action, but I got to chop Richie. I mean, I carried on supporting him afterwards, but I got to chop Richie. Then Gary would scoop slam Richie back in the ring, but you would see Sullivan King would start to interfere. Richie would inadvertently wipe out Sullivan King. You'd see a poetry in motion, and then Gary would hit a spear. Sullivan King would manage to distract the referee, and Richie would choke down Stephen. And then Sullivan King would come in, hit this big scoop slam and a big leg drop for 2. Sullivan King would absolutely dominate Stephen at one point, and the Kings of the Ring would work him over. The Kings of the Ring would go for their own poetry in motion, but they missed. Gary would come in on fire, hit a big scoop slam on the Kings of the Ring. Then, the Flying Scotsman would hit a double drop kick on Richie, but King would hit a double lariat on the Flying Scotsman. Excuse me, something in my eye. Eventually, the Flying Scotsman would hit a double flapjack on Sullivan King for a 2 count, and Richie would distract the referee. Sullivan King would hit a low blow on Gary, and the Kings of the Ring would pick up the win. Oh, this one, yeah, what a great match. You know, Flying Scotsman, very entertaining tag team, very, very entertaining tag team. Gary and Stephen, the brothers, they definitely have it all worked out, you know, as brother duos usually do. Put on a very impressive showing. Hope to see them in action again. The fans absolutely love them. Yeah, great showing from these guys. Fantastic tag team to watch. Now, the Kings of the Ring, Sullivan King and Richie. I might have chopped Richie, but they are an incredible tag team. They work so well together. You know, Sullivan King brings the power, Richie brings the technical side of it, and I just wish I'd seen the elbow drop. Anyway, these 4 guys, incredible talents. If you ever get a chance to see any of the 4 of them live in action, thoroughly recommend you do so for yourselves.